Unlocking the mystery. Is intermittent fasting the key to weight loss? In the ever-evolving world of diet trends, one method has gained significant popularity over the last few years: intermittent fasting, IF. Many claim it's the ultimate secret to shedding unwanted pounds without the need for traditional calorie counting or restrictive diets. But is intermittent fasting truly the secret to weight loss? Let's explore the science, the methods, and whether intermittent fasting is as effective as many people believe. What is intermittent fasting? Intermittent fasting isn't a diet in the traditional sense, it's more of an eating pattern. The core concept is to alternate between periods of eating and fasting. Instead of focusing on what you eat, intermittent fasting places more emphasis on when you eat. The idea is that by limiting the hours you spend eating, your body will tap into fat stores for energy, promoting weight loss. There are several popular methods of intermittent fasting, each with its own schedule. The 16/8 method. This is one of the most common methods, where you fast for 16 hours and eat during an 8-hour window. For example, you might eat between noon and 8 p.m. and then fast until noon the next day. The 5-2 method. In this approach, you eat normally for 5 days of the week, and for 2 non-consecutive days, you reduce your caloric intake to around 500 to 600 calories. The Eat-Stop-Eat method. This involves fasting for 24 hours once or twice a week. For example, you might eat dinner at 7 p.m. one day and not eat again until 7 p.m. the next day. Alternate day fasting. This method alternates between regular eating one day and either fasting or eating very little, around 500 calories, the next day. The warrior diet. In this method, you fast for 20 hours and eat one large meal at night. Each method offers flexibility, allowing individuals to choose a fasting schedule that best fits their lifestyle and goals. But how does intermittent fasting promote weight loss? The science behind intermittent fasting and weight loss. The primary mechanism behind weight loss through intermittent fasting lies in its effect on metabolism, hormones, and calorie intake. Let's dive deeper into these key aspects. 1. Hormonal changes during fasting. When you fast, several changes occur in your body to facilitate the use of stored fat for energy. Insulin levels. Insulin, a hormone that regulates blood sugar, decreases significantly during fasting. Lower insulin levels make it easier for your body to burn stored fat. Human growth hormone, HGH. Fasting can increase the levels of human growth hormone by as much as 5 times. Higher levels of HGH promote fat loss and muscle gain, both of which contribute to a leaner physique. Norepinephrine, noradrenaline. The nervous system sends norepinephrine to fat cells, making them break down body fat into fatty acids, which can be burned for energy. 2. Increased fat burning. When you fast, your body doesn't have a constant supply of glucose, sugar, from food for energy, so it switches to using stored fat. This process, called lipolysis, occurs when your body breaks down fat cells to use the energy stored within them. As your insulin levels drop during fasting, this process is accelerated, leading to more efficient fat burning. 3. Caloric restriction. Without trying. One of the key advantages of intermittent fasting is that it naturally reduces the number of calories consumed without requiring meticulous tracking. Since you're limiting the hours in which you can eat, you're less likely to overconsume calories. Additionally, fasting periods may help reduce cravings and habitual snacking, both of which can contribute to weight gain. 4. Metabolic boost. Contrary to the belief that fasting slows your metabolism, short-term fasting, like intermittent fasting, can actually increase your metabolic rate by 3.6 to 14%. This increase in metabolism means you're burning more calories even when you're not actively doing anything. Intermittent fasting versus traditional diets. Now that we understand how intermittent fasting works, how does it compare to traditional calorie-restricted diets? Simplicity over complexity. Traditional diets often require individuals to monitor their calorie intake meticulously, measure portions, and limit certain foods. While these diets can be effective for some people, they require significant willpower and planning. Intermittent fasting, on the other hand, simplifies the process by eliminating the need to constantly think about food. You only need to focus on when to eat rather than what to eat, which can be mentally freeing. Preserving muscle mass. One of the main drawbacks of traditional calorie-restricted diets is muscle loss. When you reduce your caloric intake drastically, your body may start breaking down muscle tissue for energy. Studies suggest that intermittent fasting may help preserve muscle mass during weight loss. This is particularly important because muscle burns more calories at rest than fat, so preserving muscle helps maintain a higher metabolic rate. More sustainable in the long term. Many people find traditional diets hard to stick to in the long term due to constant feelings of deprivation. With intermittent fasting, you're not necessarily depriving yourself of the foods you love, just restricting the time frame in which you consume them. This can make it easier to sustain over time. Benefits of intermittent fasting beyond weight loss. While weight loss is often the primary goal for those who start intermittent fasting, this eating pattern offers a variety of additional health benefits. 1. Improved insulin sensitivity. As mentioned earlier, intermittent fasting helps lower insulin levels, which improves insulin sensitivity. This can be beneficial for people with prediabetes or type 2 diabetes, as it helps regulate blood sugar levels. 2. Enhanced brain function. Intermittent fasting has been linked to improved cognitive function and brain health. Fasting increases the production of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, a protein that supports the growth of new nerve cells and may protect against Alzheimer's disease and other neurodegenerative conditions. 3. Reduced inflammation. Chronic inflammation is linked to a variety of diseases, including heart disease, cancer, and arthritis. Studies suggest that intermittent fasting can help reduce inflammation markers, promoting overall health and longevity. 4. Heart health. Fasting has been shown to improve various risk factors for heart disease, including reducing LDL cholesterol, triglycerides, and blood pressure levels. By lowering these markers, intermittent fasting may help improve heart health. 5. Longevity and anti-aging. Animal studies have demonstrated that intermittent fasting can extend lifespan, and some researchers believe this could apply to humans as well. Fasting triggers a process called autophagy, in which the body cleans out damaged cells and regenerates new ones. This cellular repair process may slow aging and reduce the risk of age-related diseases. Tips for getting started with intermittent fasting. If you're considering intermittent fasting as a tool for weight loss, here are a few tips to help you get started. 1. Choose the right method. Experiment with different fasting methods to find one that fits your lifestyle. If you're new to fasting, the 16/8 method is often the easiest to begin with. 2. Start gradually. Don't dive straight into a 24-hour fast. Start by gradually increasing your fasting window. For example, if you usually eat breakfast at 8 a.m., try pushing it to 10 a.m., then noon as your body adapts. 3. Stay hydrated. Drink plenty of water during fasting periods. Herbal teas and black coffee are also good options that won't break your fast. 4. Focus on nutrient-dense foods. While intermittent fasting doesn't dictate what you eat, it's still important to consume a balanced diet. Focus on whole, nutrient-dense foods like vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats. 5. Listen to your body. Fasting isn't for everyone, and that's okay. If you feel excessively fatigued, lightheaded, or unwell, it may not be the right method for you. Always listen to your body and consult a healthcare professional if you have any underlying health conditions.